Welcome back to the homestead, everybody. Wanted to take a minute in this video and share with you guys how we are preparing for spring when it comes to germinating our seeds. All right, so let's get right into it. So this is what we call our germination chamber. And basically all it is a cooler. In our case, we have kind of an extra large cooler. Depending on how many cell flats you want to get in there, how many flats you want to germinate, is going to be obviously the size of cooler you want to pick up. We had this kind of sitting around and we weren't using it, so we kind of just dedicated it to our germinations. Figure out how many of these you want to stick in there and then get the cooler that will fit it. So in the bottom here we have our aquarium heater, which is this thing right here, and there's enough water. The water level is high enough to where it's just covering this aquarium heater. You don't want this aquarium heater outside of the water, otherwise it'll ruin the heater. So we have that aquarium heater at the bottom, and I'll take it out and show you. So this is it. I'll leave a link in the description below. You can check it out. In our case, we're using 150 watts. The wattage of the aquarium heater all depends on how much water you're trying to heat up. Obviously, it's for an aquarium. So in our case, we use 150 watts because I think it says it can heat up to like 20 to 30 gallons of water, something like that. So this is plenty. We have probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 gallons of water here, something like that. And obviously that'll all depend on what size cooler you're going to use. So this has suction cups. They go on the bottom and they just click right in, and then you set the temperature right here that you want the water to get up to. In our case, we're going to just say 86 degrees, and then we're going to figure out if that's hot enough to get the entire germination chamber up to 85 degrees, because that's our goal. We want the interior of the germination chamber to be 85 degrees. So we set that on the bottom there, and that stays obviously underneath the water, just under the water. And the water will also produce humidity, which is great for germinating. All right, come on, buddy. This is one of our newest piglets. This is Thunder, and she is a Cooney piglet. We have Coonies here on the homestead, and Mama did not want to take care of her, so she's been in the house for the past, I don't know, how long you been in the house? 3 weeks, something like that. And so she likes to be scratched like that. Most of these aquarium heaters on Amazon come with a thermometer, and all it is just a monitor, and then you have a suction cup area with your sensor here to tell you how hot it is getting inside your chamber. And I just cut a little slit over here on the edge to fit my plug going out, so I can plug this in, and then also so that my monitor can come out and I can check that without having to open the top. So all that comes out, and then these go in. This is just like a tray for, I think, soda bottles or something like that. And so I'm using these in my case. Sometimes I've used bricks in the past just to elevate. Basically all you're doing here is you're elevating the seed tray off of the water. You obviously don't want it to sit in the water. So I'm going to put one here on the side, and then the other one is going to go over here on this side, and I cut this other one to fit properly. And then all you're going to do is take your seed trays, and they go right inside just like that. So what I've also done in the past is you have one seed tray on the bottom, and then you can elevate another seed tray on top of it. Actually don't even need anything in between it. You can just kind of set it and cock it to the side so that it doesn't smash into the next one. And then when the stuff underneath starts germinating, obviously you need to take this one off and get it out of there before the plants try to come up to the bottom of the next tray. So I've done that in the past as well. The last step is just going to put your top on like that. The temperature monitor sits up on top so I can see how hot it's getting in there. And that's it. That's a simple way to germinate seeds really fast. I can attest to how fast these seeds germinate. We've done it for the past 2 or 3 years, and especially with peppers and tomatoes, something that takes, you know, a decent amount of time to germinate. They germinate very fast. You have a higher germination rate, and you can get them out of there faster and under a light. So that's our germinating chamber setup, and then I'll show you over here where how our light setup goes. So I have these metal shelves, and all we did was put some wire underneath here to be able to hang. And these lights you can find on Amazon. I'll leave specifically this one is a nice size because you can get 2 flats underneath it, and obviously grow more seeds underneath it. But I'll leave a link in the description below for this unit right here. So one nice feature about these lights is they have dimmers on them, so you can, I mean, it's pretty versatile. You can go all the way down to really low. You can come up really bright. A lot of these units you can actually link together, so you could actually have one over here. This is a Spider Farmer unit that I haven't hooked up yet. It's basically the same thing, just not nearly as big. It's kind of a small unit, but it's the same concept. You have unit on the back, it's got a dimmer, and then also you have different channels that you can plug and link these lights together, which is nice because when you dim it, they all dim together to the same degree, or when you change anything on the light, it all changes together. So that's a nice feature with these. I haven't hooked this one up yet because I mean, like I said, it's just kind of small, so I might end up hooking this one up, I might not, but wanted to show you that other feature. So the other great thing about these lighting units is they have a leveling ratcheting system that can bring the light up and down, which is always a pain when you're dealing, like we used to use garage or shop lights to germinate our seeds or to grow our seeds in our basement. In this case, all you gotta do is pull it up, and that literally clicks in each time. Pull this end up, and you can very easily raise and lower your light, which is really nice. In the same way, you can drop it down, drop it down. So even though these units are a little bit more expensive, in this case I think this one's about $100. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can check this one out. They're well worth it if you're going to be using it year over year. Alright, ready? Take this, put some soil in it, sprinkle it over top. Big gonna help.
No.
No piggy.
Can you some more, Daddy?
That's probably good. But you don't have to poke it. We're gonna put soil on top. And do another one. You wanna do one, Car? Car, no, you put yours right there. Car, you put yours right there.
Yeah, that's weird one.
Put it right there. Oh, sorry, baby, I totally forgot. All right, here's our lineup for tomatoes. We got Sun Golds, Jet Setters, Amana Orange, German Lunchbox, and Missouri Pink Love, whatever that is. Some of these are new, we've never done before. And our pepper flat is going to be Padrones, Mini Bells, Red Knights, Nada Pinos, Fold Use, Havarskis, Big Reds, Havarskis, Mini Bell, Padrones. We just filled a full flat there. So let's get these over to our germination chamber and get them started. We got our temperature up to 85 degrees, which is exactly where we want it. And we're gonna go ahead and put our put our flats in. We'll put the peppers on the bottom because they take longer to germinate. And yeah, these are our peppers. And we'll get our tomatoes on top.
Piggy's outside.
Oh, she'll be fine.
Piggy's outside. Piggy's outside.
All right, so we got our peppers and tomatoes in, and we'll close it up, and we'll let her sit for a little bit. We check on, I check on this like, I don't know, every other day until they actually start sprouting. You don't want them to get too leggy. If you leave them in the dark for too long, then they start getting too leggy, and then you have issues with stability in the future with the main stem and all that sort of stuff. So we'll get them out kind of right when they start sprouting overall, and then we'll get them under the light, and we'll have some plants here soon. And the last thing I wanted to mention is we have some exciting news. We are preparing this area of the property. As you can tell, we have taken down some trees on this side of the property. We used to have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we took down 7 trees on this side of the property. And I am not one to take down a tree. I do not like cutting down trees, especially the ones that we had to cut down, because as everybody knows, it takes many, many, many years to grow a tree. And I love them, especially on our property. We have a bunch of walnuts that are really old, and I had to take one really old walnut down. It's actually over here. This is the massive walnut I had to take down, which is unfortunate. It was probably, I don't know, it was probably 50 years old. I'm not sure. I'm not good at gauging how old a tree is. But we had to take down that walnut. We had to take down a bunch of locust trees, which are great for firewood. We've got firewood for probably the next 4 years. So anyway, to get to the exciting news, we are going to be building a vineyard here on this side of the property. We're going to be growing wine grapes. In our case, we're going to be getting into a varietal called Norton, which is local to the Midwest. Actually comes from Virginia, and then it kind of migrated out here to Missouri area. And so we're going to be growing Norton grapes this spring. So we have a lot of work to do, obviously. We obviously started already. We cut down these trees in preparation for it. And we're going to be cleaning up the firewood here, getting that out of the way. And then we are also going to be running a stump grinder and stump grinding all of these stumps up and getting those out of the way. We have a south sloping hill here, and so which is kind of perfect for growing grapes. So we've got one last walnut to chop up. We got all of this firewood to clean up. And then once that's done, we can start prepping this area for our trellising. Stay tuned for all of that. I'm gonna be doing a whole series around our vineyard experience and, you know, our mistakes, our learning experiences, all of the things that we learn. I'm gonna be telling you guys through a series here on the channel. So stay tuned for all of that. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Wanted to just share a few updates, let you know that we're gonna be pushing out a lot of content here soon. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button below. Hit the little notification bell, hit all notifications, and you will get notified when we release a video. So thanks again, and we will see y'all in the next video.